Okay, this shows that I've been live for a couple seconds now. Let people kind of get connected here. They're going to get connected. We got a beautiful day going out today. Um, don't know what the temperature is, and my thermometer ran out of battery. But I think I stepped outside once today. A lot of paperwork catching up on again, unfortunately. A whole bunch of paperwork, and then also we have to get a new employee, so working on that. Alrighty. Got a fair amount of people. I think we'll just go ahead and get started on here. Purpose of today's broadcast is I said I was going to be on Monday. Last week I said I hope to be on Monday, but didn't make it yesterday. And then this morning with the internet being down, couldn't get going. And then had a couple uh, online interviews, so uh, kind of tied up on that. But we are today, and then I also made another call into Andrea on the Blue Stream about the checks, and want to clear up some stuff and go on it. We on from the Friday session. And if you didn't catch it live, if you're not catching this live, tell folks they can catch the replay. Go back on our page; it'll be on our page. And once again, because it is on Facebook, there may be stuff that's proprietary or is not to be broadcast to the world that you'll have to contact me directly or other means rather than through Facebook because have to some things you just can't put out there on Facebook. All right. The town hall date is March 31st. So on the 31st, that's a Friday, we're going to have another town hall. I'm going to have two sessions. One's going to be at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. And there, Andrea says she's going to send a flyer over that will pass out. We'll either put some up. I don't know how many will actually pass out, be available at the office, but I don't think we'll go to door on them. But we'll be posting them, and of course, they'll be posted on our Facebook page and our bulletin boards that we have out, our official notice boards. But so we have a town hall date of March 31st at two sessions, 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. All right, this is a big one here on the checks. The checks were printed and sent out, checking with the finance and status of the mailing. What they did, and because it was out of the normal sequence of things, of not, how you want to say, they're issuing checks. It's not often that they do. Probably the first time ever that they had this type of situation where they didn't meet the contract parameters and had to issue checks to the residents to cover the bill. And so they sent it out to a third party, somebody that specializes in writing up and printing up checks. And those people said that they sent them out on the 13th. They're sent over to on the 13th to them. I believe that's the date she gave me. I didn't write it down here, but I know she said the third party confirmed that they are done and sent. And she said unequivocally that you should start seeing them this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. So that's what we're hearing. I have the comments turned on. Okay. Oops. Disappeared. I got Jeanette on there. So that's the status of the checks. Now I know there's some other information out there that was posted on the Facebook pages. That person didn't even touch bases with me or check with me about the status. They're one about transparency, but they aren't transparent. They would have called their customer service line. The customer service line does not have the information on our account because our account is not live yet. Ancient Oaks isn't connected it and isn't up. They would call regular customer service, and customer service, when they cut and issue checks, it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks for you to get your check. So that information on there is wrong, according to Andrea, the person who's the project manager for our park. And like I said, the checks were cut. Let's see. I guess the decision was made on March. I'm looking at my calendar, March 3rd, and anyway, got to the third party. Yes, of course, they have third party has to have the money in hand before they'll send out checks to that effect, and the checks are supposed to arrive by Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Okay, the circuit that they were going to connect to over on the coast is connected. It was delivered, and the new contractual agreement, they say that they will have us activated on June 1st, and they will send a new amendment to our contract on that activated on June 1st. And that's when you'll be able to call customer service and get information about, well, this may even take longer than that to get information about our account. But Ancient Oaks is not connected. You are not registered with them. And so you'll be limited on the information that you can get from Bluestream customer service just for the fact of the situation that we're in. There's about 90 lots that we have that are having to have clamshells put on it. That's the RVs that can be pulled in and out. And there are 30 of those that did not have an outside outlet. That was never put in their box, or somebody took it out. And so I have an electrician going and putting, the Ancient Oaks owns those boxes and we're responsible for them. We are putting in the outlets in those boxes. And we did discover one we took apart, that when we not took apart, but opened it up to put a breaker in, that it was burned up, and has to be replaced. And I believe it's being replaced this morning. It didn't take very long at all to get the permit and going. Once again, if you lose power and on the pedestal, it usually takes a week to 2 weeks for everything to get cleared through with the permit process, the coordinating of the schedule with Florida Power and Light, and being disconnected and having it on hand. I'm lucky that our one electrician has some pedestals on hand, because the other one said it'd be 52 weeks before he could get one. That's what he was told. We still have a few of the lots that they got to put the line through the pavers. Installation for our units is supposed to commence on April the 10th to June 1st. Well, okay. And then I'll go through the rest of this before I get to any comments. Registration will start on April the 5th and 6th from 10 to 4 p.m. That'll be a call-in registration. There will be a few people. This is something else here. Next time the checks, they will process them 2 weeks early. They're going to send out one more check, and that will be for the May, for the month of May, and they're going to process it early, so that will be $141. And okay, that's the other stuff. The community channel we've ordered, and will also hopefully be up on the same June 1st. TiVo training, that's the training on how to use the DVR, and the Q&A will to be decided. So we'll be training on that. So I'll get to the well, Jeanette, yes, if I don't receive it from March 30th, help was sent to me to Canada. Wants to take 2 weeks and frozen my account. Well, I don't know how to do it otherwise. If you're leaving March 30th, well, you should have it before then. So they're saying this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Okay. Then Lisa, well, maybe you're given the number on the sheet. This is what I was told. The representatives don't have the specific information from the finance. It's a different process. And that's all I can say, is that the this is what Andrea, our project manager, said, that they're out and they're in the mail, and they should be receiving them Friday, Saturday, and Monday, and we'll go from there. Like I said, the person, if you call that number, is a customer service rep and not in part of the executive teams or whatever they call that, project teams. And there it is. And really, uh, you are putting stuff out there that you didn't check with me and complaining about transparency with me and us and the board, but yet you needed to check with us and we could give you some more information. But be as it is may, do what you want to do. All right, that is my update on the Blue Stream Power. The check should be arriving Friday, Saturday, Monday. And you'll be keeping your internet with Comcast. As far as I know, your cable's underground, Jeanette, but any other changes with the cable, I don't think there's second will be put under the paper since I'll be keeping my internet with Comcast. I believe I don't know of any other cables that are on top of the ground. Your cable should be buried. I don't know. Well, you can answer that yourself. You should. If you don't feel like it, then that's fine. But that was for the contact them and all this stuff. But if you want on the checks and all that and the numbers that we got, there be. Unless you're just trying to do something else rather than get good information out. Okay, that was that one. All right, well, I'll check on that. If it's still with the papers, I'll check down and see if we get Comcast back in here, or will we run it a different way. I know that everybody, we were Comcast apparently had a countywide down outage this morning in town. I don't know how many places, and that they didn't have Comcast service, but we got ours back about 9 o'clock. What they said, so must have some big problem. Once again, I've got a lot more people on here now. If you don't want to catch the replay, the checks are in the mail according to the third-party vendor that they use to send the checks out. You should be receiving them Friday, Saturday, and Monday. And it's sad that they took so long to get that going and get that way, but there's nothing that we could do about it. I guarantee you that every meeting we had with the board from even before the beginning of the month that we were talking to them, we told them they needed to get those checks in the mail and to us on a timely basis. And so out of their normal method of doing stuff, they dropped the ball on that. How the check be handled when we have to go home before receiving it? Well, we'll see if they want us to give us another list. But Kay, if you have your mail forwarded, it should go to you. If you don't have your mail forwarded and you just close your mailbox, the return address is Ancient Oaks. It'll come to us and we will put a label on it and put it in the mail to you. So that's how we are planning on handling that. I hope that answers your question. Either if you don't forward your mail, I know a lot of people don't forward the mail out of here, and somebody actually ended up going to collections because they left their mailbox open, mail got in their mailbox, and they didn't pull out their late notices and all their other stuff. And so either close your mailbox so that any mail that does come here gets returned to sender, or have it forwarded as a block. And so there we done that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. yes, be happy when it's done. We did our best to try making sure it was going to be correct, but cable gods were not with us, apparently. All right. Okay. If we have any other specific questions, and I will look again here because there's one person that says I keep ignoring their comments, which I don't. If I see them, I take care of them, but I do not see any comments in here that I did not um, go over. Excuse me while I go look at them again. Oh, got a couple more new comments. Okay. I lost my. I would assume so, Fred, if you had it before the outage this morning, that you lost your Xfinity Wi-Fi. I think I heard somebody else say that they had their cable but didn't have the Wi-Fi, or maybe it's the other way around. So apparently, uh, Xfinity is having. We have our Wi-Fi here, but I did not check our cable. One thing, especially after something that's been out, it's not working. Reboot your equipment. Sometimes it needs that to connect back up again. Their computers touch bases with every piece of equipment and make sure it has the right codes. And it could be yours is on the long end of the loop, and so they didn't connect it, or it needs just to be reset so it gets connected. So first reboot your router and check again. And other than that, that is going to be an Xfinity problem. Nothing we can do about that. All right. Very good. Okay. I think I've gotten all the comments taken care of. And once again, and I didn't miss anybody's. Okay. Once again, as far as regular service problems, you'll have that Bluestream number, but anything regarding as far as an installation and that probably is best to come through me, ask me, and see where we're at on stuff. I did have somebody ask, I don't know if it was yesterday afternoon or early this morning, and I was able to give them the answers that they needed. And once again, like I said, I called Andrea, got a hold of Andrea again to give a better explanation on the checks, and I got it. And there we are. Hopefully, all the rest of it goes much smoother than this has gone, and we'll go from there. I will see you on my Friday update, unless there's some reason I have to get on before. So, thank you very much, and we will see you then. And once again, if you have to have any other information, you can't wait till Friday. You got the phone number here at the office. Most of you have my cell phone number. You can call or text, and or even stop by the office. If I'm not in the office, I can come back or go ahead and make an appointment and make sure that if you want good information, or at least the best information that I have, and hopefully I've been given good information. But uh, there we go. Have a great day, great week, and I know a lot of you are heading back to your northern abodes. Please be careful driving. I know that traffic is probably going to be heavy these, especially around Atlanta. So be very careful driving and take care. And we'll see you on the next one. Live long and prosper.